What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 185. There's levels to this. All right, guys. I got a quick video for you before I hit to bed, okay? So, shout out to the Legend 350 and shout out to Matt Drex. I was just on their podcast in the chat. What's the name of their podcast? The Legendary Duo. Go check them out, all right? It's on the Legend 350's channel. So, I was on their podcast in the chat, talking with them, whatever, and I've been seeing everything that's going on Twitter and everyone talking like it's gloom and doom for Microsoft and like it's the end of Xbox because there's no first party AAA game coming out for the rest of the year. So, you know, I asked the guys on the podcast. I said, "Hey, what do you guys think? Does Microsoft really need a AAA game to come out for the rest of this year? Any type of AAA game, or can they do okay with just having the indies and the AA games that come out?" And my man Madrex answered the question perfectly. Drex said, and I'm paraphrasing here because I don't know, I can't remember exactly how he said it, but the gist of it was, "Man, I hate this. I hate when people use the term AAA. What is a AAA game?" Now, I know that Drex knows what a AAA game is. I know you and I have a somewhat of an understanding as to what a AAA game is, right? But when he said that, it clicked in my head. I knew exactly what he meant. A AAA game is nothing more, nothing less than a game. That's it. It's nothing more, nothing less than a game. So, and that got me to thinking when he said that. Because I went back and I thought about the last 2 years that I've had with my Xbox Series X and the last 2 years that I've had on the Microsoft ecosystem. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that I cannot tell you that the best experiences that I've had on that console were all AAA titles. I had fun playing indie games. I had fun playing AA games. I had fun playing AAA games. And sometimes, most of the time, I didn't know what I was playing, whether it was AAA, indie, or double. It didn't matter. I was playing games. I had fun playing old games. I had fun playing new games. I had fun playing day and date games. I had fun playing optimized games. I had fun playing non optimized. I had fun playing games. So, what does Microsoft or Xbox have to do for the rest of the year? It's simple. They have to continue to make Game Pass a value for you and me. How do they do that? They continuously add more games to Game Pass, put games in there that people aren't even tracking, like Tunic. No one was asking for Tunic, not no one that I know, and it dropped and it was amazing. I have it downloaded. I haven't played it myself yet, but I got it downloaded. Nobody asked for Anthem to be on there, but Anthem is on there because it's part of EA Play. I played Anthem, had an amazing time. I played Recore, had an amazing time. Sunset Overdrive, had an amazing time. Ori Will of the Wisps, had an amazing time. Hellblade, amazing time. Quantum Break, amazing time. Rise of the Rome, amazing time. Crossfire X campaign, amazing time. Halo Infinite, amazing time. Forza Horizon 5, amazing time. My man, all Microsoft has to do is continue. Mass Effect Legendary Edition #1, amazing time. Fable, amazing time. My man, all Microsoft has to do is continue to provide value to that service by putting games on that service. Not just AAA games, not just AA games, not just indie games, just games. And yes, the variety of games is what makes this even better. If it was left up to me, I have heard a lot of gamers say, I know what I like to play, I know what I like to game. I wouldn't buy that type of game. So if it was up to me, I would only play first person shooters and third person shooters. That's it. But because of Game Pass, I have tried so many more games that has opened my vision into what gaming could truly be. So all they got to do is continue to make Game Pass a value. And all this really does is put more pressure on Sony. That's all it really does. Because now that there is no big AAA game, now that there is no big single player exclusive game for the Microsoft ecosystem, it should be a cakewalk for Sony, right? It shouldn't even be questioned, right? Last year, it doesn't matter what Sony did. Halo Infinite and Forza took over the game. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Yes, I know. There's 4 quarters in a year. It doesn't matter. The last quarter, Microsoft destroyed it. It doesn't matter, right? So this year, there's nothing to worry about, Sony ponies. So let's see how the PlayStation fares. Horizon Forbidden West, done. Elden Ring destroyed that. Done. A a multi-plat title destroyed that, right? Come on now, don't even try it, because I've played both games. I have beaten Horizon Forbidden West. And I'm a Horizon Zero Dawn fan. Like, I'm a fan of this game, and I'm telling you, Elden Ring, as horrible as Elden Ring is, it is way better, a lot more fun than Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know what they did with this game, with Elden Ring, but I can't put this damn thing down. And I can't stand the game. I can't stand the game, but I can't put it down. So that's already done. So what else? With that being said, it should be a clean sweep for PlayStation. Microsoft shouldn't even be competing this year. But I'm willing to bet that Game Pass is going to continue to be a value. And I'm willing to bet that if you see the comments of this video, you're going to find a lot of gamers that are going to be able to tell you that they don't care whether a game is AAA, AA, or indie. They just care whether or not the game is good. I'd be hard pressed to find that gamer that only plays blockbuster AAA games. What do? You look up the game and you just look at the budget of the game, and that's how you decide whether or not you're going to buy it? Is that what you do? The only reason Starfield being delayed was just because of the Xbots that decided to hype up the game before they actually saw any gameplay of it or anything like that. That's the only reason. But Microsoft, delay the game. If the game is not ready, delay the game as long as you need to. I'm telling you right now, delay the game as long as you need to. This is what you need to understand. Halo Infinite, to me, was great. I love the campaign. But it would have been better if it would have dropped with co-op already. You can't deny that. It would have been better if it dropped with co-op already. But it wasn't ready to drop with co-op. You still decided to drop it. If you would have delayed it and then dropped it with co-op, it would have been even better than what it is now. If you would have delayed it and dropped it with all the features that you promised were going to be in this game, it would have been better than what it is now. But that's water under the bridge. You can't do that anymore. So with this game, make sure it's a full game. Make sure the game works well. Quality control the game, right? And as far as the rest of the year, Microsoft, just continue to make Game Pass a value. Continue to keep dropping games onto Game Pass. And you're going to be all right. Everything will be fine. So all the Xbots out there, don't panic. Don't get rid of your systems. Don't get rid of your Game Pass subscription. I saw some people talking about and again, it's just the ignorance. People talking about I feel bad for anyone that got a year subscription of Game Pass and now there's no AAA bangers or anything like that. Listen, if you got Game Pass just for AAA first party day and date games, if that's the only reason you got Game Pass, you might as well save your money and just buy the games. You might as well save your money and buy the games. Am I lying to you? All these things add on to Game Pass, right? So this year, that whole first party day and date thing won't really matter for us this year. So Microsoft needs to step it up with the other stuff that Game Pass provides. Keep dropping games on it, keep dropping gems on it, and we'll go from there. Nobody panic. Dog1985, there's levels to this. This year should be a clean sweep for PlayStation. Let's see. I'm willing to bet doesn't happen though. We out. Peace.